Hello, welcome back. I'm Darren, and today we are back in Grayzone Warfare. I've noticed today, while checking out on Steam, that we've had some recent patches in the last couple of days. So I thought I would check them out. Now, I did just try recording. I tried to change some settings in the menu and crashed, so that wasn't great. The server I was just on was rubber band. Yeah, okay. So rubber banding still an issue for me. I'm on Europe West. I've got 150 download speed, and I don't know. It still seems a little bit on the unplayable side for me, unfortunately, with the rubber banding. But anyway, we're going to try. I was trying to run a mission, and I noticed a few kind of strange things on the way, so we're going to run through it now and see what happens. We've got a task to do down here. A boss that needs killing, apparently. So we'll go and check that out. Now, as I said, I've just tried to run this mission. Now, one thing I noticed was helicopter ride. Now, in the helicopter ride, my CPU seems to be pushed to the limit that only R23 can do. So that's interesting. Not quite sure what that's about. So we'll check it out this time. But I did kind of notice that I'm hitting, as you can see there, kind of 250 watts. I'm getting spikes up to some, I think I saw 95 degrees at some point, which is, I mean, this CPU doesn't hit that doing a Cinebench R23, so I'm not quite sure what is going on here CPU performance wise, but as you can see, 82% I just hit on CPU utilization. Now I'm on a Intel 13700K, so it's no slouch of a CPU. It's actually running a slight overclock at 5.5 full core. So I'm not quite sure exactly what is going on, but as you can see, it's hideous. Not particularly fun. Not great to watch. Now, whether that's a server issue, some kind of strange over CPU usage for something, I'm not quite sure, but there's definitely some extremely heavy CPU usage in the helicopter ride. It only seems to happen in the helicopter ride. I haven't seen it happen in gameplay, but it's not easy to keep your eye on it so much in gameplay when you're, you know, getting shot at or whatever. So maybe something that needs looking into. I'm not sure how many other people are going to have problems with lesser CPUs. It might be because I'm running a slight overclock. I could try it with the underclock taken out, but effectively it's not a problem that I've had in other games. So for all the other tests I've done with this CPU overclock, everything has been okay. So that's a bit of a bummer. Now, the other thing I had noticed while I'm kind of down in this area, so a quick check. We'll go through it in a minute. Was the Obviously, the last time I did a video was the DLSS. Basically, I went through the upscalers, see what was good, see what was bad, and on my last crashed attempt, I did try in this area to go back through the upscalers again, so we'll give it another blast. So at the moment, I'm running DLSS quality, I'm running frame gen, I'm at 4K, epic settings. I am doing an internal capture, so we are losing a bit of performance for that reason. You know, probably anywhere between 4 and 10 FPS maximum. I wouldn't have thought it would be quite that much. So this isn't your overall performance, but it's not far off it. But yeah, as I say, at the moment, DLSS quality with frame gen, and it's not a bad picture, it's pretty stable. It does obviously get a little bit... I'd say it gets a bit blurry at movement, but I mean, nothing really that much. It's pretty good. So whilst I'm not getting shot at, we'll quick run through, because what I did notice down here is that things get a lot worse. So 67%, everything's on epic. Frame generation on DLSS quality. Now, I did pop to FSR quality and noticed this. Like the water has come alive into a shimmering mess, which is actually a lot worse than what I thought. So yeah, not great. I mean, probably not so bad when you're not talking water. Those power lines at distance don't look great. I suppose, yeah. I think actually there's quite a lot on movement. So on movement, these trees, you know, if you're looking at, hold on, let me zoom this back. Yeah, so obviously these trees around here, on movement, they do get a little bit noisy, a bit shimmery. Those power lines are really bad. So like these power lines up around here. Stationary, probably not that bad, but on movement they do get a little bit nasty, I'm not gonna lie. So probably the last time that I did this kind of test, same for the power lines there really, those ones get quite bad. So the last time when I did this test, I was kind of more in a stationary position, but that there, ooh, that is nasty. I'm not gonna lie, that isn't great at all. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So this is, as I say, this is at 67%. FSR at quality with frame generation on. I'm not sure, we can try with off just to see if frame generation has anything to do with that, but no. Unfortunately that's purely down to FSR. So if we go to their, I think they've got a native AA, so we'll try that. We'll try that with it off, with frame generation off as well. See what that looks like. Hold on, let me just check that that did go to 100%. So yeah, it's at 100% scale. Everything's still on epic. Obviously we're still on 4K. FSR off, native AA. Yeah, that isn't great. Trees I don't think are as bad. Power lines, still not great. It's a little bit of a, it's not the best image in the world, I'm not gonna lie. So what we didn't do in the last video is try AA. We didn't try XESS, so let's give that a quick whirl. Hopefully we're not going to crash. So XESS at quality, obviously we've got no frame generation, so 67%. Try that. That's far better. There's a bit of noise. Not bad. Not bad at all. Those power lines look a lot better. Tree shimmering, not really. Those power lines don't look that bad, so that's actually not that bad. XESS is definitely a, I think if I was on a, problem is you don't have frame generation, and if you're wanting to play at 4K, because I think we're gonna, yeah, we are kind of, we're gonna dip below 60, which obviously first person shooter, not ideal. So XESS definitely has an advantage over FSR, but no frame generation. Not great. We could look at TSR at Epic. I'm not quite sure what that. Yeah, so that's 67%. Try that, and that looks okay. Trees over in the distance. They're a bit shimmery. They're a bit shimmery stationary, actually. So yeah, all of these trees up here are a little bit on the kind of noisy side. Power lines, I wouldn't say are that bad. No, they're not too bad. Performance is kind of the same, obviously, as XESS, so we're dipping up kind of below 60, which isn't ideal. There's not a great deal of options, realistically, how you're going to get to, certainly not on, if, you know, if you're in the situation where I am, where you're kind of, oh god. Is that guy actually going to die? Jesus Christ. Oh god. Okay, that didn't go well. So, if you're in the situation, yeah, the situation that I am, where you are kind of limited at 4K, if you're not wanting to drop down to 1440p, which I'd rather not, it's kind of where you're at. We'll go back to, oh come on, we'll go back to, oh great, and there we go again. So, unfortunately, that's kind of where I am with this game at the moment. It would appear that I've just lost my gear, which isn't great. Let's have a look. But that was a quick run through the upscaling options and to check out what performance was doing. And unfortunately, that is about the state of the game at the moment. I was hoping some of these hotfixes were going to hotfix, but unfortunately, as you can see, it's more hot mess. Slightly annoying. Which is why I've not been playing it, because as you can see, I've just lost all of my gear. I'm guessing I could probably try and go back and get it. I might do that, but it's probably a good idea to end the video there, and I might just run back and have a little look. But yeah, there we go. see the ultimate rubber banding helicopter flying past. Unfortunately, this is... it's Friday night. I don't know. Probably the worst time to check the servers out, but they're certainly not fixed. And as you can see by the nasty rubber banding, I don't know. It's still an unplayable game for me, unfortunately. Bit of a shame. I'd like to play it. I can't really progress in the game at the moment until...
Motion detected at the front door.
Unfortunately, that's something that's been fixed. But thanks anyway, and I will catch you in the next one.